Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Luke has decided to jump out there over the past week and take shots at FBAs and our history, lineage, and what our ancestors went through once again. He sit up here, mock slavery, make jokes about it, something that should not be done, reference it in these talking points of today that make entirely no sense how he's referencing them. But if you've been watching the election, he's been very vocal about how he feels about FBAs, and he's refusing or he's choosing to act like he don't know the real. Now, we already seen what went down during the election. He was going at FBAs, taking some shots at Tariq Nasheed and things like that. And now he went up on Twitter and started a couple spaces, talked about the tangibles when the conversation of this deportation been going on since Trump got in office and stuff like that, taking multiple shots, y'all getting y'all tangibles and things like that from FBAs. Then he posted up a post showing that Tariq Nasheed had trademarked the term FBA, which is Foundational Black American. I told you Negroes, he's your leader. I know he's your owner. You FBA dummies getting pimped by the former pimp. Then he posted up a female who looked like she was at a carnival festival or something like that and said, "You cannot look at this FBAs, keep sleeping with the colonizer. We will keep sleeping with our own." Then he says, "Hey, FBAs, you wanted the immigrants out of the country so bad because you and your daddy Donald said they were taking away black jobs. I guess you're going to go take your A in those fields and pick those watermelons, strawberries, and cotton. Wouldn't this be A backwards?" Luke is very uneducated, very ignorant to this conversation, or he is very simply doing his best to be disrespectful. What he said right there is anti-black. Anytime you reference anything with slavery and say it in that form of fashion, that is an anti-black talking point. Like we gonna go back in the fields and things like that because of immigrants who are doing those type of jobs now or getting deported or something like that. Well, hey, y'all this and y'all that. No, my nigga. You don't have the right to speak on slavery in America because your lineage ain't from here, Luke. We gonna keep it all the way 1,000. And for the people who want to keep making, we can get to that, but people want to keep making FBA be some type of cult, hate group, Tariq Nasheed owner, he trademarked the word because he came up with that term FBA on the back of Claude Anderson, who he has a relationship, who had the Native Black Americans. He said, well, hey, it's kind of being inclusive. I want to do this style of it and have this Foundational Black American thing. But if he didn't trademark it, somebody else would. We've seen how this game goes when it comes to things like this, where they'll come in and take ownership of all type of things or just trademark stuff that he is coming up with and pushing. But let's get this clear for y'all who want to play stupid. FBA is a description of a lineage. It's who black people are in America. There's 40 million plus of us here, bro. This is not no hate group on Twitter. And there are foundational black Americans who don't know what it is, but that don't mean it don't apply to them, bro. If your parents went through slavery, or if your lineage, your bloodline went through slavery on American soil, you are FBA, my nigga. There is no discussing. There is no debating. All it is saying you are black and your parents and your lineage don't come from no other country. Just like Luke reps, I think they said Bohemia or something like that, Bohemian. Bro, that's your lineage. That's your people. You rep it and you gonna let it be known you Bohemian. Just like a Jamaican go let it be known, hey man, I'm Jamaican. Just like Haitian go let it be known they're Haitian. Just like a Puerto Rican, let it be known they Puerto Rican. Just like when you talk to somebody who's African, they might have not even been born in Africa. But if their parents are African or Nigerian, Ethiopian, they're going to tell you, hey, I'm Nigerian or I'm Ethiopian, because their lineage to it is so close and they didn't come through the American lineage system. They're going to say that. But for him to reference slavery, let me tell Luke and other people who want to turn this down and try to suppress it to a hate group on Twitter, my nigga, that's never going to work. We never going to allow it. We never going to accept it. We now have the platforms to get the right narrative out there that's the facts and the truth. And when we put the truth out there, you cannot make A percentage of people on Twitter who choose to go at y'all, say disrespectful things, and troll y'all represent 40 million plus people in America. We don't do that with any other groups. Y'all would never allow us to do that. I can't take 10,000 people or 5,000 people from another group, race, ethnicity, or a country, and they flawed and say, hey, this represents all of them. When you speak on FBAs, speak on the lineage and the facts, and y'all know this though. The information and the facts of it is out there of what it really means. You just don't like the people that's coming at you on Twitter, and then you also don't like the fact that the truth is being called out and displayed, that a lot of people, like this rhetoric that Uncle Luke is pushing right here, look down on us, mock our history, our ancestry. Think if I said that about some of his people and things like that, bro. Because without that right there, your people wouldn't even be over here, Luke, picking cotton, picking fruits and stuff in the field. And the reason why nobody wants to do that, Luke, because y'all don't have y'all knowledge and information together. They devalued that job from the beginning in this country when they had black American slaves doing it, and slaves that were already here on this land that they enslaved that were also black doing it and putting them into the slave trade. When it was going on, they were doing it for free, bro. So that job never got to a point where they're going to pay you to properly take care of your family. That's not our problem, my nigga. And you're not going to make it our problem and throw it off on us. Well, who going to do this now? Y'all want them gone and things like that. That's not an issue for black Americans to be thrown on with the FBA conversation. We did that for free. And like I tell y'all hear the talking points they echo. Blacks, they lazy. Blacks is sorry. They don't want to work. My nigga, they called the niggas that was picking the cotton in the field lazy while they sat in the shade, drunk tea and lemonade and water. They watched they overseers whip these niggas, have these niggas working, and the man that came in with the least amount of cotton was told that he was lazy, and that was for free. He didn't get paid $1. How can we be lazy when our people built this country? How come you get to take a certain amount of people out of 40 million that are lazy and say, well, hey, man, that represent all of them? How come you get to take the bad apples out of ours and make that be what we gonna promote about them, nigga? We got black homeowners. We got black businesses, my nigga. We got black affluent neighborhoods that got big cribs out here in H-Town for sure. And this ain't the only city where that go on at. We got black people graduating college, dog. FBA, we gonna call it for what it is. Foundational Black Americans. Lucas with this anti-black conversation right here, and you just letting it be known how you really feel about niggas to even reference slavery or picking cotton on anything when it comes to black Americans, my nigga. That's our history, our lineage, and without our ancestors, people are not here. You need to accept that, Luke. Our people fought for everybody to be able to come over here from every country. We didn't say just only black Americans. We said everybody. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the other leaders who don't get mentioned, is so many of them. The other people who put their life on the line, they fought for equal rights for everybody. And for y'all to come over here and mock the slavery days and talk disrespectful about FBAs, bro, you disrespecting the reason why you even over here, nigga. The white supremacists didn't want you niggas over here. We the ones that be welcoming to everybody. We don't have that over tribalistic mindset like y'all do. So we gonna knock that off. We not letting nobody push the false narrative. And like I said before, I'm a nigga that was raised to always respect my elders, and that's just how I came up. So I do that. But when you an elder or you supposed to be an OG and you getting out of pocket, we gonna make a younger nigga call. We'll make that younger nigga call on the OG that he's out of pocket, he's out of line, he's chosen to push a false pretense and negative concept about my people, bro, and my lineage and my history. Keep slavery references and jokes out of y'all mouth. Y'all people did not go through that. Y'all, that is not y'all lineage in America. The slavery over here is what got y'all over here. If that's the case, if everything is so bad over here, why don't y'all go back to it? So stop dissing our people, bro. Because without our people, you not over here, nigga. The white man didn't want y'all niggas over here. Just know that. Don't call Donald Trump nobody daddy, because let's be 1,000. The Democratic Party was never going to do anything specifically for black people in America. So stop the talk and the false stuff. And if you feel like I'm a Trump supporter or I voted for Trump, because I did not, what you need to do is Put in the comment section, what have the Democratic Party did specifically for black people in these past 60 years that we've been giving them our votes? And I'll wait.